It happened completely by accident. I wasn't trying to invade your privacy or search for answers. I had only walked back because I forgot something in the car. As I got closer to the house, I heard your voice through the slightly open window. You weren't talking to me. You were talking to someone who knew your heart. I froze where I stood because within seconds, I realized I was hearing the truth you had never found the courage to tell me directly. You weren't angry. You weren't blaming me either. You simply sounded exhausted. You told your friend that loving me had never been the difficult part. The difficult part was feeling invisible while trying so hard to make our relationship survive. Hearing those words made my chest tighten because I suddenly realized you had been carrying feelings I never even noticed. Then you quietly said something I'll never forget. You admitted you were scared that one day I would finally become the man you needed, but only after losing you forever. I remember closing my eyes because those words felt painfully familiar. Deep inside, I knew you were right. I had always believed tomorrow would give me another chance to change. You explained that every time you tried discussing your feelings with me, you walked away feeling more alone than before. Not because I didn't love you, but because I listened only long enough to defend myself. That realization hurt more than any argument we ever had because it was completely true. The conversation continued, and your friend asked why you hadn't simply left already. You answered with a sentence that still echoes inside my mind. You said, because every morning I wake up hoping today will finally be different. Hearing that broke me because I had no idea hope could quietly become someone else's greatest source of pain. You weren't asking for miracles. You weren't waiting for expensive gifts or dramatic gestures. You were waiting for consistency. You wanted ordinary days where love felt peaceful instead of uncertain. Somehow, I kept overlooking those little opportunities while convincing myself our relationship was stronger than it actually was. Standing there outside, I wanted to walk inside immediately and apologize for everything, but something stopped me. I realized an apology without change would only become another promise you'd already heard too many times. For the first time in my life, silence forced me to face the man I had become. That conversation changed every memory I had of us. Suddenly, your quiet moments made sense, your tired smile, your shorter replies. The way you sometimes looked at me as though you were waiting for me to notice something obvious. You weren't asking me to save you. You were asking me to notice you before your hope quietly disappeared. Even today, I wonder what would have happened if I had heard those words months earlier. Maybe our story would have ended differently. Maybe your heart would still believe tomorrow could become everything it once dreamed about. Unfortunately, life doesn't always give us another beginning after we've ignored too many endings. Since that day, I've learned something I wish I had understood years ago. The people we love don't always tell us everything directly. Sometimes they tell the truth to someone else because they've already lost faith that we'll truly hear it. That lesson continues to humble me every single day. If these words ever find you, I want you to know that conversation finally reached my heart. I just wish it hadn't taken hidden words for me to understand the pain you'd been carrying alone. You deserved someone who noticed long before another person had to hear your tears. Now, whenever I think about love, I remember that afternoon. I remember standing quietly outside while realizing the greatest distance between two people isn't physical. It's the distance created when one heart keeps speaking while the other keeps assuming everything is fine. I never want to make that mistake again. So this is my confession. I thought I knew everything about us because we talked every day. I was wrong. The most important truth I ever learned came from a conversation that was never meant for my ears. It taught me that love rarely dies suddenly. It fades quietly while someone keeps hoping you'll finally notice what they've been trying to tell you all along.